Hello, greetings butterflies and ladybugs. It's Twyla from California here with a video today. Real quick, I went to, it's Monday, and I did a taping yesterday as you saw. So I guess I'm gonna eat starch for a 24-hour period, which will be up right after this. Somebody calling me. Dang. Hope it didn't mess up my video. Oh, it didn't. For a second, I thought it said recording stopped. Good. Okay. So, what was I saying? Sorry, it's going to end after this. Because I'm trying to watch my weight. From Friday to Saturday, I had lost, no, from Friday to Saturday, I had gained 2 pounds. Then from Saturday to Sunday, I had lost 2 pounds. And from Sunday to today, I'm still at the same weight. So here is this. This has gone down. That's interesting. Whew. So, there we go. Last night I got into bed and I saw Miss Sonia Nicole had put out a video, and it was very nice, but I said, you know what, I need to go to sleep and I'll watch this in the morning. I watched a few minutes of it, then I watched the whole thing. I took it back, watched the whole thing today. She used a little spoon, and she's been dealing with some physical issues. I really hope things get way better soon, and that all her plans that she has in her mind come to pass. So I'm seeing 2 videos with the new box, but don't get excited, I don't have it. So when I went to Family Dollar, 12 miles away from my house, but I didn't have to go that far, they still just had this. So I ate some. You know, I like to do this with the straw, right? For some reason, I shouldn't have been eating no starch. I broke my off-camera, on-camera eating promise. Forgive me. I have my little spoons in the car, keep them in the car. And I said, I just wanted to taste it. So I tasted a little bit. And of course, it's never squeaky like that. But this tastes like the original box I got. The first two I got, this has like a, I guess the laundry, it has like a scent to it. Tastes laundry.
Was assertive.
Okay.
Has some support, because as mentioned, there's been convictions involved.
I'm back. So this is really just like that first box I had. First and second box. And since then, it hasn't had any type of scent to it. So it has a taste too. So I can see how they say this could taste like Argo. This tastes like Argo laundry. It doesn't really have a smell, but the taste, yes. But what I wanted to say, after I ate this last night, my stomach got a little funny. And I was going to throw it out, but I just thought I'd, you know, share that information with you. And let me check the box expiration. Because it sure had my stomach kind of like, oh, I guess it don't have no expiration date. So they don't have the yellow box in California so far. I usually get mine in Riverside, but this I bought in the city of Azusa, California. But where do they keep the expiration date? This is crazy. Chestnut Hill, Chestnut Hill. You know, we're all used to looking at the bottom of the box. No, nothing. Is Chestnut Hill like that usually? They don't put an expiration. Okay, so this Argo is 7/03/6/27. Ooh, that's kind of out there. Now let me see this Stater Brothers. Kind of resembles the let's see, All right, Stater Brothers expires May 2025, May 15th, 2025. So anyways, yes, I'm at 10 minutes here. So I wanted to tell you about my experience with this. It is, yeah, it kind of like, you know, like when you, okay, just say it has a laundry room. If you could taste the smell of a laundry room, that's this. And you know, our laundry room smells so good. And it like a dryer sheet kind of situation. You know, well, laundry room smells so good. So anyway, ladies, I have an idea I had came up with. For those who like scented starches, right? I haven't been so inclined to do it, but because I'm not into scented starches like that. But if you take a paper bag, big paper bag, or whatever, at least medium, pour maybe some washing powder, like an Ariel. I don't know how many companies still make wine. Well, you could go get those little boxes at the laundromat too. And I imagine you could pour those inside some laundry powder and maybe some dryer sheets inside. I could say that my husband went to the bag. Inside a bag, plastic paper. Then open up a box of starch that you want to scent. And open the top and everything. Make sure it's well exposed. Sit it down inside of there. Then close, fold up and close that paper bag. I wonder how that would turn out. That's just the that's just something that came to my head. If people want to do something different. There's Ariel. Anybody ever heard of Ariel outside of California? There's a Hispanic laundry powder. Back in the 90s, it came out through the 99-cent store. So California, we didn't have Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar General. I get mixed up with all these dollar names in the store. Like last night, I thought I was going to Family Dollar, which I was. But then I think I saw a Dollar Tree. And I was like, oh no, I didn't want it because I was using my Google to get there. So I was like, oh my God. So I'm used to the 99 cents only store. They were an amazing store. Now they're out of business. And I think the Dollar Trees and the, things got to them. But they used to get wonderful products and all of that. Let me show you. This is before they went out of business. You see this? This is a wonderful product. Arm & Hammer Essentials. If you ever see this and it's cheap enough, get it. I paid $1.29 for this, and I bought like 4. And I'm using it now to hold my phone thing on. But it's just it's very good. So they just like that. They had excellent products and they just went out of business. It's so disappointing. Because you could go and get name brand products for 99 cents. Then around 2017, 2018, they decided to go up. And then came their downfall. So I got all kinds of blessings out of the 99 cent only store. So I'm going to let you all go. It's Monday. And everybody wish Sonia Nicole a speedy recovery with her sciatica nerve. That's a horrible, I've been dealing with the same thing. And she says she hasn't even been in the mood to eat starch. Well, starch is more of it's a comfort food, And, you know, it's very recreational, and you can eat it like if you're thinking about something in heavy thought. I'm at 15 minutes. But if you're like in pain, you're probably not gonna, you know, I noticed when I've been like ill and didn't feel well, I wasn't running for no starch. But when I got better, bam. But anyways, I wish her the best in what she's dealing with. And sometimes you have to like ease up on some kind of physical activity. When I first experienced sciatica pain was in 2022, and I lived at a place that had an indoor pool, a huge indoor pool, Olympic style almost. My husband cooking chicken, it smells so good. And beef. Yeah. You making what? The oxtail? It's no oxtail, it's beef. It's some kind of beef. I'll have to buy oxtail. Yeah. So when that gonna be done? It's gonna be done, but not right now. Oh, I'm hungry. So anyways, I gotta find me something to eat. So you just like searing it? Because I have some beef I already made. Nice cooking, simmering. Yeah, so that's how you're cooking it. Yeah. So I'm going to take me some out and add it to my beef gravy I made. You making rice? Yeah. Woo, my husband making rice. Thank the Lord. The other day, my stomach was upset, right? Because, you know, I've been taking those medications for my pain and stuff. And my stomach, well, that day I had took a lot of vitamins. And I guess I hadn't ate enough. Woo! My stomach was, I wanted to, you know, but I didn't want to do that. So I told my husband, I said, did you make some rice? He said, yeah. And he had made a fresh pot of rice. I had went in the room and laid down. He brought me a bowl of rice. I ate that little bowl of rice. My pain, my stomach nausea just went away. So anyway, I wish you all a very happy week and good times, and let's just remember what we're doing in this world and how we're doing it, how it affects other people. We don't want to do things to make other people's lives miserable. Because at the end of the day, it won't help our lives. So, what else I have to say? That's about it. And sorry I haven't been chewing. But, yeah, I just wanted to give you my experience with this. Yeah, I got a bunch of, ooh, my little stomach started hurting. But yeah, it's very interesting. This has that, so all of us who don't know about Argo laundry, I think this might be the best example of it, if we can find it with that. Mm-hmm. 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 Also, if there's an Amazon Fresh near you all, they have chicken thighs on sale for $3.96. So find yourself there before Wednesday and stock up. And also, you know, Costco, I don't have one, I need to get one. They have these upright freezers, and they're usually running like, they're not that huge, but you can put a lot of meat in them for like $300 and some, $400. I like the way this tastes. Woo! And I'm gonna say, see you later. One more, one more. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm. Has anyone been catching Loving 912 videos? A lot of them are really, really funny. Her mother is something else. So I watched a few of them today. I'm happy for her. And I hope you all continue to support her. She's really the queen. That girl got 27,000. When I started, I think she had 26,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now I think she's up to 27, maybe 28. And she had over 20-something million. I hope I'm quoting it right. 20-something million views. She's truly the queen. That's what you call. I mean, just where the numbers. When you look at the numbers don't lie. She did it in this community. So now she's moved on, and I'm happy for her. What I noticed is a lot of high subscriber and views content creators in the cornstarch community. They might not be getting the sponsorships that they deserve, and I know maybe because it's considered a disorder and all of that, but she's getting the sponsors now. So I wish her and her family well. And if I could say anything to her, which, you know, I don't really call out people, but I acknowledge success. I would tell her, save your money. Save money. It's all right to spend, but save some. And that's what I tell anybody. If you're doing well financially, please try to practice saving money. If you have children, get them in the habit of, don't just be coming and asking for stuff. Because as your parent or parents, you want to keep the household financially stable. And you can't really do that spending $100 here, $200 here. You have to put money in the bank. Put money in the bank. Put money in the bank. Especially if you're not a homeowner yet. I'm not a homeowner yet. And I could have been, but I'm not yet. I've been waiting on prices and stupid stuff. But anyway, I'll tell you, I have moved. I moved from Palm Springs to Riverside. Then I moved to Riverside to the same community up the street 6 blocks, a gated community in Riverside. Then I moved from Riverside to where I am now in the San Gabriel Valley. It took money. If we didn't have any money saved up, we wouldn't have been able to do none of that. So I'm just telling people, you got to try to save money. You know, addictions like, oh, I gotta have this new this. No. You got to try to learn to save money. Because saving money, what is a good word? Saving money is a very good, it shows a very good excuse for your life. What have you been doing with the money you made? Okay, you got this job, you made all this money on that job. Now the job is gone. Can you say, well, I did save $20,000 from that job. I saved $2,000 from that job. I saved something. Most people, they lose a job, they don't have nothing. We just got to find a way. We got to find a way in these terrible times. And the economy is good. The inflation is bad because rich people are greedy. Let's always remember that. And the president don't control no prices. He don't own no gas stations and no oil wells and no grocery stores. We need to get angry with people who are actually cheating us. Okay? But we have to learn. Okay, if food is high and I used to eat maybe 4 pieces of chicken. Everybody can stand to lose a pound or two. Most people, I'm going to eat 3 pieces. Or I'm going to eat 2 pieces of chicken. You know, learn how to manage. And I saw Target, they said went down on 5,000 prices. Walgreens and a lot of other stores because they saw people was going to dollar stores. And they see, you know, so that means, oh, we didn't have to be raising these prices like that. It's a long video, sorry, but. So there's a way the system works. And my husband and I started studying the system. The world has a system, okay? And you have to learn how it works. If we don't learn how it works, we're going to be messed up. If we're totally just consumers and trying to like right now, I want to go I could get invited to the White House right now. I have dresses in there in my closet that I've had 10, 15, 20 years. Long time. Top of the line, look brand new, excellent condition dresses and suits. I can just figure out what I'm gonna wear. And I don't have to be, oh, I got to go buy something new. No, don't nobody know I had this in my closet since 1999, 2009. So, oh, okay. Anyways, God bless you. I'm sorry if I spoke too long. Just trying to make sense here. If you got a new car, you bought a new car and you paid it off, that car's still in good condition, probably don't look at another car. Try to make minute repairs and get things done on the car you have. You can get a new paint job. It's not about having a new, because if you go out and get another car, that's $4,000 a year, $6,000 a year, plus insurance that you given into something that you could have just kept your car. And you could save that kind of money. So I got a lot of tips on saving, and I hope to share. But people have to be willing. We have to stop being such an emotional. We can be very emotional about everything. Like I told somebody I know one time, I said, you know, one of your problems is you go to the grocery store too much. You always going to the grocery store just buying stuff. I said, I learned. Eat up what I have in my refrigerator. I try to eat most of my stuff, which I think I'm going to go ahead and make me a salad. I don't want my lettuce to go bad, and my tomatoes I bought last week. But yeah, I try to eat what I have in my refrigerator. Instead of just going and going and going. Then when I go to the store, I do go get specific things. Like I bought 6 packs of chicken legs, chicken thighs. I'm gonna go get about maybe 4 or 5 more. That will last my husband at least another couple of months, along with other meats and stuff that I buy. So just going to the store, buying a bunch of. I buy my staples. The other month, I went to Ralph's. That's a store a lot of people in California don't like. That they say it's expensive. I don't know. It may be expensive, but I always get good deals. So they had butter on sale for like $2.49. But you had to buy 3. So if you bought 3 butters at $2.49, and they were selling butter out here for $5.99 and $6.99 for a pack of 4, I'm telling you, about 16 packs of butter. And I still got a lot of butter. That butter should last me through the holidays. So it's not just about, I don't buy up a whole lot of juices, like that Minute Maid and all that stuff. It's just a bunch of sugar. You don't need it. And it's like, I'll buy like the powder juice where you could just take a scoop, add it to some water or something. And then, so yeah, so it's a lot I would like to share.
The liquid intake is mostly water.
Yeah, we try to drink a lot of water. I remember this was probably just
That's all we really drink.
about 6 years ago. I remember I used to be out buying all them Minute Maid juices. Yeah. And we would fill up the garage refrigerator. Yeah, I used to buy all the Minute Maid juices. And I mean, I buy 20 of them. They were like $1, $1.25, $1.50. Catch them on sale, bam. Fill up the, you know, and we be eating on, especially in the summer in Palm Springs. Yeah, we be. Then I started thinking, I was like, Errol, we shouldn't be eating this stuff, like drinking this juice like this. So what we started doing was pouring the juice and adding water. And pour a little juice, add a little more water. And it got better. Now, I rarely buy a juice, and when I do, I buy a whole juice, a whole food juice that will last. I mean, that is quality in your body, and the nutrients will last. And even then, sometimes I dilute that with water. And so it's just a lot of things we've learned. And as you age, you got to get smarter. And you can't be out here at 50, 52, 53, 44, 45, whatever, and you still living like you're in your 20s, and your 20s wasn't your best look. You got to learn wisdom. You don't have to have everything you see. I just got that thing crocheted, that shawl crocheted. I promise you I haven't gotten anything made in probably 2 years or 3. Where I used to get something made, how much, Errol?
Regular.
All the time. I was getting something made, working on something, running downtown LA, getting all that fabric, getting, So you have to learn, and I thank God I've learned some sense. Right now, if millions of dollars was handed to me, I would be happy, but a lot of other people would be happy too. So, and yes, you just have to learn wisdom. So, thank God I had a nice talk. Hope I didn't bore you all. And it's rough out here in these cornstarch streets. Life is rough. But we got to learn how to make it, try to make it a little more smooth for us. Okay, take care. And ladies, if you got a good man that work hard and bring home the money, don't go take the man's money that you don't worked hard for. That's your money too. But don't go take it and run it to the store and give it away on unnecessary things. You know, it's just, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. And then I got another phone number. I have a business number I got to give you all. I don't know it. So I'm going to give you that number. And I would prefer, if you want to contact me, I can give you my email too. And I just got to figure which one to give to you. Somebody told me about getting a P.O. box. I'm really thinking about that too. I just haven't, you know, the weather been bad. I'm not complaining about the heat because this weather been awful. I didn't want to leave the house. So anyways, I'm going to give that number out and the email. But it'll probably be best to contact me via text. I am not an email person. I'm not on my laptop all the time like that. And it's a shame we can't just send direct messages on YouTube. I don't know what that's about. But yeah. So bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Let's try to eat right, be right, live right, stay right, spend our money right, live an organized life, and let's enjoy the summer. And let's get our kids registered to vote. All our graduates. The future is in their hands. They have to live in this world. And if they're living in a world controlled by a bunch of rich people that don't understand what it is to struggle, okay? All they know is that money been handed to them all their life, and forget poor people. You know, we need to teach our children to vote. We don't vote on emotions. I don't like that person. This person, they don't know. Camelot is over. Anybody? It took me a long time to understand what Camelot was. Camelot is back like with JFK. And they kind of resurfaced under Barack Obama. So President JFK, young, handsome man in his, 40s, with his wife, glamorous wife. And people just, caught up in, they look good. They this, that, and you want somebody to do the job. If I go to the DMV, I don't care how old the person is that's helping me, how young they are that's helping me. If you're doing your job, that's all I'm concerned about. And I don't want to wake up in an America I don't recognize. And I forgot to ask my mother. I used to, I still think about this. I should have asked my mom. My mother would be 89. She had me when she was pretty, for that particular time in the world, my mother had me in her 30s and my two younger brothers. And then even my sister, that's the oldest, she had her when she was like 19. And you know, back then, women was having kids when they was 14, 15. My mother was like 19 going on 20 or something. I forgot to ask my mother, what was it like growing up, living? I asked her about the Depression. She said they didn't suffer during the Depression because they were in Louisiana and her mother was very resourceful. Her mother was a cook. Her mother knew how to fish. Her mother knew how to plant gardens. So they ate pretty good, and they dealt with a barter system, and they had chickens. And it was just, she used to have us laughing. But I never asked her about how hard was it every day to day living and growing up in racist society. I was born and raised in California. And I don't know nothing about, I know about racism in the workplace and stuff. But I don't know about that racist. I don't know nothing about that. So I think because a lot of black people, we didn't grow up and we don't know nothing about that. Now people probably in their late 60s, 70s, and they got a whiff of it. But when you younger, now you on the, age 0 to 50 something or 60 early, you don't know nothing about a lot. I mean, I'm not discounting anybody's story, but you have to think, what did these people go through for us to have the right to vote? And we want to say, I ain't voting because I don't like. And see, we do not understand that there's a video, there's so many videos. I'll never forget, I saw a video a couple of months ago of a black man, tall, good-looking black man, like, you know, slim, dignified. The man was just crossing the street and a bunch of white people was mad and just spitting at him and hitting at him, and one of them was kicking him, and the black man didn't. I don't want to know nothing about that. I'm sorry. Because one thing I have now as an American, I have my dignity. Okay? And I'm not voting for nobody that want to take my dignity and my rights and the rights of, I don't have kids, I chose not to have kids. Rights of my nieces and my nephew. I don't smoke weed. Okay? I smoked it when before I became a Christian, but I don't smoke weed after I became a Christian. But I voted in the state of California to legalize marijuana because I didn't want my nephews and nieces, and I don't know if they probably do. I'm sure a couple of them do. But I didn't want them going to jail because somebody found a joint on them walking down the street in their freaking neighborhood. And I'm as Christian as I can be, but I voted. So, you know, my young nephew up in a jailhouse with a 50-year-old man that want to rape him, that they want to try him as an adult on some So, know your choices. And I'm telling you, if we don't do it right this time, I'm sorry. I hate if I lose some subscriber or something. But let me tell you, Democratic is the way to vote. We have no other choice. Okay, we can't worry about what this one. My grandmother, which is not a living. We got to think about our grandmothers getting Social Security checks. Grandmothers, and they don't got raises. This president don't gave them raises twice, over $100 and some, almost $200 within the last few years. That hadn't been heard of. My mother didn't get no raises when she was getting her checks. She wasn't getting no food stamps. They're giving older people food stamps now to go on with their checks. Medicare. If these people lose their stuff because one party, the Republican Party, want to take away Social Security and Medicare. Trump voted or tried to take away food stamps for all these young women out here with children. So I'm not listening to some black person that don't sold their soul for some money to try to tell me who to vote for. And the first thing they'll do is come after black people. I'm not worried about no border. I ain't worried about no trans people. I ain't worried about this person. I ain't worried about that person. And right now, I don't get those benefits. I don't get Social Security. I got a lot of years left before I get Social Security, Medicare, all that. My husband still works. Okay. I'm not privy to that. I'm not going to sit there and vote out of emotion because a man walks slow. The other man is old too. And he's rich at 10 years. These people they have no commonality with you. I vote for people who know what it's like not to be rich. Like President Barack Obama, he passed got that passed, the medical thing. He said he watched his mama arguing with medical companies about her bill when she was sick. Vote. You got kids, and I know a lot of people are angry because the president couldn't do a whole lot of things that they thought he could do. But bottom line, that's when you study the system. There is something called inflation. And when Trump allowed millions of people to get sick from COVID, and that took people off the workplace, And then another million people died because he told them not to wear masks and all that. Well, it caused the economy to go into a problem. So what did they have to do? They had to pump money back into the economy, okay? And by giving out stimulus check when President, and that was done by Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, because Congress is the purse of the United States. That's Congress. That's the purse. If you want some money passed out to the people, if you want money for a war, if you want money for anything, it comes through the purse of the United States of America, and that was Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats. They did $600 a week, no explanation, unemployment from the government. Then whatever you got from your state unemployment, okay? They did that clean across the board for everybody. The Republicans voted no. Every Republican in Congress voted no. Okay? That was Nancy Pelosi that said, let's give $1,400 stimulus checks. Okay? Or $2,000, I can't remember. And then Trump said, no, we'll try to do $1,400. And they brought it back to $1,400. They did those stimulus checks. And then when President Biden got in, they passed some laws. The Anti-Inflation Act and some more stuff. Then what they did, they pumped money into the economy because people wasn't working. They didn't have a lot of money. And then, so that helped. They gave people with kids food stamps. I heard they even gave the kids food stamps. And that pumped money into the economy. Well, then, here come the store people. Here come the gas company. And gas was cheaper under Trump, but it wasn't, it was cheaper under Obama. Because Obama brought it down from when Bush was in office. These people, I be talking to people, and they're like, oh, gas was cheap under Obama. Okay, I don't know where I've been driving since I was 14 years old. I don't had too many cars. And gas, I remember paying almost $6 for gas in 2000 what? 6, 7, 8, okay? So when President Obama got in, gas went down as low in California for a brief period of time to $1.50. And then the gas it went up a little bit, but it didn't go up. And when he left office, gas was $2.39, $49, and $59, depending on the grade. So Trump rode on that. And Obama got the economy back together. So we got to study this stuff. And we can't study stuff listening to people telling us that people been paid. You got to realize people get checks to say anything else. They will sell you out. Rappers will sell you out. Actors will sell you out. Singers will sell you out. Okay, they get paid. I love John Legend. That man, ooh, I love him. He, because he ain't forgot where he came from. And other people, Ricky Smiley, and these down, but you got a lot of these black people and Ice Cube. Well, who are you to tell me that don't vote? But you living in a mansion. This is our brain. We got you live in a mansion, okay? You can have a driver, anybody. You live in a mansion, got millions of dollars. But you telling me, and I got kids to send to school, and I can't afford, a public school is free. And in California, they're getting free lunch because of a Democratic governor that cares. You telling me don't vote. And last time you were trying to tell me to vote for Trump. Okay, but you rich though. I can't hang out with you. And I can't. Yeah, and he used to tell people in the song "F the police" and all that and all this other stuff. But yeah, you're not a good example. I don't appreciate rich people telling poor people how to vote. If I go vote for Trump, I'm voting for Ku Klux Klan. I'm voting for pedophiles. Okay, I am voting for, what's the other ones? White nationalists. Well, they're the same as the Ku Klux Klan. And then the most of all, I'm voting for rich people and corporations who will tell me, this is why I remember when this stuff was 79 cents. Now it's over $3, and I'm surprised it's not more. So I'm sorry, I'm just very, very, because, and then the Supreme Court took away the abortion rights for people, young women that can have kids. And then for some reason, if they can't have a kid, they can go get an abortion. Or even if they choose to, it's their business, they can't have an abortion anymore. So you know, we never lived under a dictatorship. The man said he wanted to be a dictator from day one. I've had dictators in my life. I've had people that tell me what to do, and I didn't agree with it. And I went along with it, and it didn't make me feel good. And to this day, I got problems with those people. So nobody wants to be ruled by a dictator. We have a country. It is what it is. We make the best of it. We live a responsible life. We can't sit up. And I know a lady, she's a Trump supporter. She's almost 80 years old. This woman has had money all her life given to her. Her mama, her sister helped her. Her mama helped her. Then her sister, she used to have grocery stores and making $1,000. This in the 70s now, in the 80s, 70s and 80s, making $1,000, $2,000 a day, and all this other stuff. I met her when I lived in Vegas. This lady done gambled up all kinds of money, and now she's sitting up mad because whatever the Democrats she think they didn't do, and some migrants. I don't care about no migrants. As long as they ain't got them lined up at my door, I'm all right. Okay, but then her sister died. Didn't tell her when she was cleaning her sister's house. She found a $100,000 policy, and she was the beneficiary. Then she kept cleaning and found a $300,000 policy. Guess what she did? I said, okay, you're going to go buy, this was in 2015. I said, you're going to go buy a house for cash? You could buy a house for $150,000. You can move to Vegas and buy a house for $150,000. I'm just helping her with her ideas and stuff. I didn't ask her for one penny of that money. This woman said, no, I ain't buying no house, too expensive. Blah, blah, blah. But now you complaining because the world went through a pandemic, and then it went through labor shortages, and they had to go get some people to do these jobs because black people ain't going out there picking no corn and stuff. Then supply chain issues because people in China was sick, so stuff that come from China was slow getting over here. Me and my husband went out to the beach, and we just saw, I'm looking at the water. I'm sitting there, my husband walking all around Huntington Beach. I'm sitting there looking at the water. I said, what is that? Long line of ships of goods coming in from wherever. It was that way, so it was that way. So I would say, oh, that's coming from the east or whatever. So anyway, I want to lose my thought. This woman done messed up almost $400,000. But now you sitting there thinking Trump gonna save you? And I'm just sorry, I'm just real with it. The man don't like black people. And every time you talk about solving a black problem, well, we get rid of the crime in the black community. I lived in the black community all my life in the city of Los Angeles. Okay? It was a less crowded city, less complicated when I stayed there. But still, people I know still live there. They living, they working, they flossing and tossing. They wearing the best, doing whatever, and all of this. People are living in Los Angeles, and they're not getting gunned and shot down when they run into the store. So my point is, he always want to talk about crime. We get rid of crime in the black community and stuff. So you gotta be very careful when somebody trying to brainwash you. I don't care if Joe Biden in a wheelchair. He know how to run a country. He has had the worst problems in his presidency. The man took over during a pandemic. People were still dying. He had to get that vaccine administered. Now we ain't got to worry about the pandemic no more. Then he had the supply chain issues that came along because millions of people got sick. I know personally people that got sick. I know personally people that died. So that's loss to the workforce. 1 million people died. Millions got sick because Trump mishandled the pandemic. Then as a result of that, we had worker shortage, supply chain shortages. The man done lived through all that. The average person couldn't have even done that. Then after the supply chain shortage, he get the when that gets together, and when the pandemic gets in order and kind of in control, here comes Stanky Putin. What's her name, friend? So you got to think this stuff through. He invades Ukraine. Ukraine is a democratic-ran country. So we protect democracy we're a super nation. So we try to help little democracies around the world. And then stupid Ukraine never signed up with NATO. So been trying to help them to win that war with Russia, and Russia is struggling. Now they don't went over there for China for help. Then here come the thing in Israel going on. I don't know if I couldn't have handled it. I couldn't have handled it. So I'm glad the man, then they don't convicted his son on some stupid guns charge, which he never hurt nobody, never shot nobody, never did nothing. They never even hardly tried those cases. Now this man's son got convicted for something like silly like that. So all I'm telling people, use your brain. You might not like somebody. Because, you know, I don't like somebody because, because of whatever. I don't like that my tailor, I go over my tailor's house. I don't go over there that much now. The lady go in her house, it smell like a cigarette factory. I don't like cigarette smoke. But I recognize this woman, and she's like in her 80s. But she's still sewing. But I haven't been getting anything made. But yeah, I go in her house, I get my stuff made, I leave. I don't have to picture her as an image. President Biden is not Barack Obama. He is a man of a certain, he's older. And if we all blessed, we'll live to be older. So all I'm saying is, he the best choice. Because women, and I want to say this before I go, because I probably lost a lot of people. They probably already done hung up. But do you know there was a time that women, I know people know women couldn't vote. Okay? Harriet Tubman was even part of getting women's rights to vote in the whenever it was. But women could not have a bank account without their husband or their father. Some male person in their life had to get the female a bank account in America. And anybody remember Mrs. Fields Cookies? She was one of them. She couldn't get a loan. She couldn't open a bank account. She had to have her husband do it. So if we want to live in the backwoods of America and go back to not having rights, women in Texas is now running and traveling, going different places trying to get an abortion. And one lady had a dead baby in her stomach and one alive. And she had trying to keep her live twin. But the state of Texas, they could have did it down the street and it wouldn't have cost her much money. She had to spend thousands of dollars to escape the state to go get the dead baby removed. So we got to think about rights. As a black person, I want no white, no, nobody walking under my face talking crazy to me just on GP. I ain't got time for that. I've heard people from the South say, well, I'd rather a white person know we know where they come. I don't like that. If you don't freaking like me, go somewhere and sit your tail down. I don't need to know you don't like me. Because I'm not going out of my way to show I don't like something. Okay? So I don't register. That don't register with me. That registers to me as abuse. That's like me saying, I'd rather be with a man that beat me upside my head than to be with a man and bringing me roses and flowers and he don't really love me. I'll take that one. I'll take the roses and the flowers over somebody beat me upside my head. No. So I'm just saying, because I am afraid if these people, the way they tripping, and what can you like? I thank God for my mom. Taught us to like people according to their character. What is a good character? What's in a man that mock handicapped people, talk about people like dogs, call people out of their name? Ooh, that food smells so good. I'm so hungry, y'all. Call people all up out of their name. Steal from people. He had a charity in New York. He was stealing from the charity. I'm just, what? Cheating on his wife. What is going on? This is not a reality TV show. This is our lives. And I don't want to live in a world. Every day we waking up, well, Trump is at the podium today. And he's saying, oh, today you can't wear red. I don't want nobody, if I see anybody in red, you can go to jail. And people, that might sound far-fetched, but when you got somebody that want to be a dictator. Now they said, and they was fought against, they didn't like abortion, they got rid of abortion. And like I said, that poor woman in Texas had to travel to Colorado to get a dead baby out of her stomach. And I'm going to go vote for, I'm going to be silly and go vote for the man who made her have to go through that. So, okay. But see, and I'm saying this, get your children registered to vote. These new graduates, let's have graduation parties. And let's go to the post office and the library, pick up 50 voter registration applications and have people fill them out, bring them back to you, check them out, make sure they sign, make sure they dated, got all the correct information on there, that they're not about to move or whatever. If they got to use their grandmother address, I don't know. But my point is, wherever they're going to be stable, where they can get mail. This election is about keeping our democracy and not ending up like Russia. People over in Russia, boy, you can... See, we could sit up and we could talk in America. We could talk all kind of stuff. We could talk about the president. We could do this and we can do that. Oh, when Trump was in office, my brother was up there cussing him out on Facebook, and he got a call. He sure did. He got a call from some authority, like, well, why are you talking about the president? What's going on? Yeah, so, I don't want to live like that. I got enough problems. Life is rough enough. But I thank God for the life I have. It's been really good. I'm thankful. Just thankful. So I just hope that during this election season, I'm not listening to no rich black people telling me I don't like Biden and Biden too old. No. Your grandmama ain't too old when she go in there and make that doggone hot water cornbread and cook them greens. And she ain't too old. Old people know what they doing. Leave the old man alone, because the old man will help our lives get better. And what we don't like about the Democratic Party, we can vote Democratic and get things straight. But we don't want to. They already done messed it up. The Asians got with the white people and messed up affirmative action for college students. And Biden wanted to pardon the student loans on millions of people going to school, but he got some, but the Republicans voted against it. So you got to understand, they don't vote for nothing for the people, but they vote for $4 trillion tax cut for the rich. So that means they giving money to the rich people. So we better think, and we can't, and we're not rich. I think a lot of American people also think they're rich. You're not rich. I'm glad God showed me you're not rich. You're not rich. Oh Lord, it's hot in here. And the AC on. So we're not rich. So we got to be very smart in our lives. And like I said, save money. You got $100. I used to wonder my mother. Sometimes my mother would have $20 for a week. I would laugh at her. Mama, you still got that $20? And she wouldn't spend it. She wouldn't touch it. My mother would not touch that money until she got her some more money. Until she was getting paid. She wasn't going to be broke for nobody. So, yeah, but we have to learn not to let somebody in a better position than we are financially tell us what to do. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if Trump get in there and the white people go crazy, you see there's the Arkansas shooting. The Arkansas shooting. They ain't talking about the shooting that went on in Kentucky. And things start going real crazy and they want to be just trying to kill up black people. And ain't nobody, what Trump gonna say? He barely said something when George Floyd got killed. Barely. That's why people went to march on his tail. But, yeah, people like Ice Cube and